All right, man. Are we on? I think we're on, man. I think we're good to go, man. I think we're good to go. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. This is Humble Dean Productions. You know what I'm saying? Glad you're with me again. It's your boy Dean Love. Back with another review. Today we got SmackDown. WWE SmackDown to review. And we're gonna dive into it and give you my opinion on it. And, you know, let me know what you guys think. You know, I hope this review is a bit better than last time. I hope the lighting is a bit better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is my second review, so just bear with me. It's gonna be no cuts, no edits again. You know what I'm saying? We getting things sorted out. I think I gotta download that Adobe. That Adobe app or whatever, to edit videos and stuff like that there. But we gonna get that, with time eventually. We said we gonna make some upgrades to the channel, man. So just bear with me in the meantime, y'all. All right, let's get into this right here, man. All right, so what we got here, man, and this is for the July 24th edition SmackDown. So we gonna get into it and we gonna dive into it, man. Let's go, man. Let's get this shit cracking. All right, man. So the show started off with a promo package from Sheamus detailing how he is gonna beat Jeff Hardy in the bar fight. Man, look, I love Sheamus, man. I'm just glad he's back doing good. You know what I'm saying? Sheamus is a great cat, man. He's great, man. I just really hope the best for him, man. That they just use him right, use him like how he should be used. You know what I'm saying? So, he's talented. He's a talented dude. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the Jeff Hardy situation, man, I think some people find it tasteless, but and it probably is. It is, but I think Jeff Hardy, I think he's cool with it. I don't think WWE would force him to do this, to do this storyline, but so I think Jeff is cool with it. But a lot of people just find it disgraceful, disgusting, man. But hopefully, we move on from this. After tonight, we move on from this and we just get Jeff Hardy built up as as somebody who's dominant on the show, But we will get into that afterwards. So that's what the show started off with, just a promo package from Sheamus, man. Started off with promo package from Sheamus. Now after that, what we had here is Bayley and Sasha. They came to the ring. They delivered a promo. Said they are the definition of greatness. Said the women's revolution started with them and ends with them. Which is true in many ways. You think about it, the women's revolution, Sasha and Bayley, they were two of the main factors to to bring it to fruition, So, a lot, it's true, And so then after that, we had Nikki Cross and Sister Abigail. Not Sister Abigail. What's her name? Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss. We all remember Alexa Bliss. She. Everybody thinks she was Sister Abigail in that swamp fight. And we will dive into that a little bit later. But they came to the ring. Nikki said she wants a SmackDown Championship match. Bayley said, you have your rematch if you beat your best friend Alexa Bliss. But then Nikki and Alexa then pondered it. They they were wondering, like, they're supposed to be best friends or whatever, so they didn't want to do it or whatever, but so they punted it, and then Nikki just like pushed Alexa and said, we have to do this, so then we go to commercial. Back to commercial, we get this match. Match wasn't too sharp, man. I mean, Nikki is decent in the ring, but Alexa, man, she's just weak in the ring, man. Her offense sucks. Alexa Bliss, she needs some work in the ring, man. And I mean, but I'll say this right here, man. She's sexy as hell, though. That's one thing. She's sexy as hell, man. God, man, I would love to spend a night with her in the sack. You know what I'm saying? I would. Alexa Bliss is one, man. She's sexy, man. But and don't get me wrong. So is Nikki Cross, man. She nice and thick, man. Nice and thick. I like that. But shucks, man. As far as Alexa, I think she's only on the show for her looks. Vince loves her blonde, loves his blondes, man. But she stinks in the ring. I mean, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'd love to know if Braun Strowman in the swamp fight, man. Alexa Bliss was in there. I'm wondering if Braun Strowman's hitting that shit, man. Alexa Bliss, Braun Strowman, and Alexa Bliss. God knows, man, anything's possible. You know what I'm saying? Anything's possible, man. But but in this match right here, Nikki gets the win, which actually surprised me, man. I thought Alexa would actually get the victory here, but Nikki, they actually give it to Nikki, man. But whatever, man. I don't see Nikki Cross beating Bayley in their second matchup. I just don't see it happening. I don't know. I just don't see it happening. But who knows? This match tonight, it was way too long. The match meant like, with Nikki Cross and Alexa, it meant like 15-20 minutes or so. I mean, it's just way too long, man. It took up too much time from the show. But it is what it is, man. So yeah, they went to commercial after that. Got back from commercial, and then we had a backstage promo with Alexa and Nikki. Alexa congratulated her and said, she hopes Nikki wins, against Bayley. And I could possibly see Alexa. I could possibly see Alexa turning on Bayley. Alexa turning on Nikki. I'm sorry, and turning heel, and turning back heel. I mean, because Alexa Bliss, to me, she is just a natural. She's just a natural heel. Natural heel. Sorry. Man. So I could see her turning her back on Nikki Cross in the next matchup. But we see what happens, man. Yeah. So. All right. So what after that? And here's what I find crazy, man. Next up, we got the Firefly Funhouse segment. They showed a recap of the Swamp match. Then they showed Bray in the Funhouse. And Bray said, "It's his turn now," referring to the Fiend. Said he has been unleashed. So we're getting the Fiend versus Braun Strowman at SummerSlam, more than likely. And I mean, at SummerSlam, I just don't see. There's no way that Braun is beating. There's no way that Braun is beating the Fiend. At SummerSlam, I just don't. It's not gonna happen. And the title, it's about time that the title comes off of Braun. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we have a new champ at SummerSlam. Got some water. That voice is a bit raspy, man. Now, here's what I find strange, man. Alexa Bliss was in the last segment with with Nikki Cross, and then from that segment go right into the next segment of the Firefly Funhouse. They start off with the swamp match, going over the swamp match, and in the swamp match they showed Alexa Bliss again as Sister Abigail. So I just found it peculiar how they went from one segment with Alexa Bliss to the swamp match, and they featured Alexa Bliss again. So is Sister Abigail really gonna be Alexa Bliss? God, I hope not, man. I really fucking hope not. I mean, that'll be a crime, man. I don't want to see that shit. I don't think nobody wants to see Alexa Bliss as Sister Abigail. I mean, I just don't see. I don't think that's a good role for her, man, to be honest. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. And next up we got the bro, Matt Riddle. He came out to the ring. Tony Nese was already in the ring, man. He got that jobber's entrance, man. No ring music for him. I feel bad for Nese, man. They gotta, man. He's being used as an enhancement talent in this match, and I mean, it is Matt Riddle. I mean, he needs some credible opponents, but still, man. I mean, and the match ended in like 5 minutes. I mean, you gotta treat Tony Nese better than that, man. Tony Nese, he's a great competitor, man. He's a great wrestler. You gotta do better with him than that, man. But and that's the other thing I want to mention. How did this match get only like 4 minutes? But the Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, the Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss match got like close to 20 minutes, I think. Like, how the fuck is that even possible? Like, you gotta do better than that, WWE. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do better than that, man. That match was way too long, man. So I didn't find sense in that, but it makes no sense, but Matt Riddle wins here, and then he calls out Boring Corbin. I like to call him Boring Corbin because the guy's just fucking boring. Corbin came out, started talking trash to Matt Riddle. Corbin said he'll put out a ransom for anybody to take out Riddle. Then we had Tony Nese try and sneak attack Matt Riddle from behind, but fucking Matt Riddle just like fucking kicked his head off. Bam! Kicked his fucking head right off his shoulders, man. I don't know what the fuck Nese was thinking. But all I'm saying is, we obviously headed towards Matt Riddle and Baron Corbin at SummerSlam, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's no question Matt Riddle has to win here. He has to win. Keep the momentum going for Matt Riddle. He should have never lost to AJ a few weeks ago. That match should have never happened, in my opinion. But you got to keep the momentum building for Matt Riddle. Keep building him up, man. There's no way he should lose to Corbin, man. Corbin's gonna have to suck it up and take the loss, man. That's just the way it is, man. You got to build up Riddle. Up next we had a Miz TV featuring Naomi. Now the only reason why Naomi is being spotlighted is because of that horrible karaoke segment that they had like 2 weeks ago or whatever. And from that segment you had the hashtag Naomi deserves better. You had that trending, so Naomi gained some popularity from that. So I mean, that's the only reason why she was on this Miz TV segment, because that viral hashtag, and Naomi basically, she said fans are behind her because she is a workhorse, and Miz and Morrison were just, trying to get under her skin, saying all different types of shit to get under her skin, man. Then they brought out Lacey Evans. Lacey said she's been there for a decade. Naomi's been there for a decade and doesn't have much to show for it. Lacey was putting on makeup, you know, how she puts on that makeup and dabs her face and all that bullshit. And just Naomi was just fed up and just fucking attacked her and shit, you know what I'm saying? So they started brawling and shit, you know. One question I have is, why is Lacey Evans all of a sudden a heel? You know, she's a heel, you know. A few weeks ago she was a baby face and shit. You know, fighting for her daughter against Sasha and Bailey, I believe. But now all of a sudden she's turned heel again, man. So I don't get what's with the, you know, no explanation to it, you know. Just I don't get what's up with, you know, with the flip flopping, you know, baby faces all of a sudden turning heel. And, you know, I don't get why WWE does it. No explanation whatsoever. We never do get an explanation, you know. But you know, that's what it is right there, man. Moving on. We got Big E and Kofi. You know, they had a backstage segment. Kofi pretty much said he is injured for the foreseeable future. You know, after he went through those 2 tables at Extreme Rules, man. So he said it's pretty much injured. Said Woods is out. You know, we all know Woods is still out. And he said that this pretty much just leaves Big E on his own, and he's interested to see what Big E can do on his own. You know, they then embraced, you know, and look, man, it's been long overdue, man. Big E, you know, I mean, he deserves a singles push for real. You know what I'm saying? I would start him off. Me personally, I would start him off in the mid-card division. Maybe he can go for that Intercontinental title, you know, possibly take it off of AJ Styles, who knows, man. But I would start him off there and then work his way up to the main event scene, you know, eventually. I mean, he's put in a ton of work with the New Day, you know what I'm saying? He's put in so much work with the New Day, man. And, you know, I don't know, man. Or maybe they start him off in the main event title picture. You know, I could see Big E versus the Fiend. You know, him. You know, a program. You know, Big E. You know, he's that good. Like, you know, I could see it happening. Definitely, for sure. You know, but whatever the case, man, I think, you know, it's time for Big E to get a singles push. Enough of Big E, you know, dancing around and gyrating with the, you know, with the fucking New Day, man. We've seen that shit too long, man. It's been happening too long, man. It's time to move Big E on from that, man. It's time to get the Big E that we got from that we seen with NXT, and, you know, in NXT, man. He was a beast there, and then he came to the main roster. You know, he I think he was AJ Lee. He was AJ Lee's security guard, you know, and but he was a beast. He was a monster. No playing games. Biggie was not about the games, man. So hopefully we get that side of Big E again, man. Not saying that you have to necessarily break up the New Day, but no, he needs a singles push, you know, serious singles push on behalf of Big E. Up next, we got a fatal 4-way with Gulak, Linzo Dorado, Shorty G, and Grand Metalik. The winner goes on to face AJ Styles for the IC title. You know, why are we getting 2 Lucha House Party members in the same match? I don't understand. Could have gave that one of those spots to somebody else. You know, I know, but I mean, both of them are great. So I mean, I'm not gonna complain too much about it. I don't know. And Grand Metalik ends up winning here. You know, it was a fun match, good match. I enjoyed it. You know, all these guys are great wrestlers, you know. And Grand Metalik gets the win, which probably shocked a lot of people. I wasn't expecting that. You would have expected somebody like Gulak or Shorty G to go on to face AJ Styles, but they went with Grand Metalik here, you know, so it kind of shocked me. But yeah, I mean, Vince usually doesn't push these type of guys, but you know, After that, you know, you had AJ Styles got in the ring. He tried to shake Metalik's hand, you know, try to shake his hand, but then he ended up slapping Grand Metalik. You know, and then he said, you know, you gotta always watch your back, you know, you can't trust nobody, you know. But then Grand Metalik slapped him back, whop, smacked him across the fucking head, man. You know, yeah, then they had a little brawl, you know. I mean, I'm happy for Grand Metalik, you know, guy's awesome in the ring. You know, and one thing I want to say, like, the Lucha House Party, they remind me of the fucking, you know, the Lucha Brothers in AEW. They remind me of those guys, man. You know, they just got full of talent. They athletic, you know. So, you know, I think the match with Grand Metalik and AJ Styles, I think it's going to be a great match, man. I think it's going to be a great match. Tell me what you guys think down below, man. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about that, man. I think it's going to be a great match. You know, they just awesome, man. So, up next, they went to a video package of Otis and Mandy. Don't know where Otis has been, man. I mean, Otis is he's the Money in the Bank champion. You know, Otis should be on the show as the Money in the Bank champion, Money in the Bank briefcase holder, and he should be teasing a cash in. You know, like every now and then he should be teasing a cash in. We haven't seen Otis for a couple weeks. You can't have your Money in the Bank champion off TV like that, man. And we gotta have him teasing the cash in, man. Teasing that cash in. You know, but after the video package, you know, Michael Cole said Otis and Mandy will be on the show next week. And then they showed an on-screen graphic, you know, with Otis and Mandy. Graphic said the love continues. You know, yeah, like I said, man, Otis needs to start. You know, he needs to start acting like a Money in the Bank champion. You know, enough of this fooling around, man. Look, Money in the Bank, like winning that, cashing in successfully should be his #1 priority. You know, and you know what? If Otis were to cash in successfully, you know what? Mandy Rose would love him even more for cashing in successfully. You know, but I think that it might end up being Mandy Rose who's gonna cause Otis a successful cash in. I think Mandy Rose is gonna eventually turn on Otis at some point. You know, I just don't see Otis, you know, cashing in successfully, you know, with the Universal title, man. I just don't see it, man. I'll be honest. You know, so yeah. So moving on, man. Up next, they showed a video package of Jeff Hardy. Gotta say Hardy, like Sheamus says it, you know. You know, and they showed a video package of, you know, the history between Jeff Hardy and Sheamus. You know, they showed the history, you know, and then we got the bar fight, the much anticipated bar fight match, man, between Sheamus and Jeff Hardy, I'm sorry. You know, so yeah, so we got the bar fight, and yeah, we got that bar fight, man, and you know, notes all over the place, man. Shit. Sorry about that. All right, so the bar fight started off with Jeff and Sheamus. They were talking to each other in the bar. You know, they were talking to each other in the bar, and you know, like Sheamus was just talking all this shit to Jeff. You know, told him about his, you know, history and how he would never get better. And in the end, he said, Jeff Hardy is nothing but a junkie. He said, Jeff Hardy you're nothing but a junkie, Jeff Hardy. You know, oh, Sheamus makes me laugh, man. Sheamus makes me laugh. So, they talk shit for a bit. Said he's a pathetic junkie. Then we got this match. Got the match started finally, after like 10 minutes of just talking bullshit, nonsense. This was like another cinematic match. It wasn't as cinematic, but it was like another cinematic match, man. One thing I want to mention, WWE, they've been doing too many of these cinematic matches, man. Too many of them. They're overdoing it at this point. Too many of these cinematic style matches, man. It's just too much of it. But this was a fun match though, man. They fought throughout the bar. They went into the bathroom, what I'm saying? Sheamus put Jeff Hardy's head in the urinal and like flushed the toilet and shit. That was a cool spot, man. I enjoyed that. And Jeff Hardy like kicked Sheamus into one of the stalls. Sheamus just like sitting down laid out on one of the toilets and shit, like, what I'm saying? That shit was funny as fuck, man. And then what we had the bartender. Had the fucking bartender try to sneak attack Jeff Hardy, I think this was the same bartender that you remember when Jeff Hardy poured the liquor on the bartender last week in the ring? I think it was that same bartender, man. But yeah, poured the drink on him. So I guess the bartender wanted to get some revenge on him, but that didn't work out well. Jeff Hardy, what he did was, man, got him in a power bomb position, and there was a table there like set up, and then like Jeff fucking power bombed the bartender through the fucking table, man. So R.I.P. to the bartender, man. You know what I'm saying? But so we got back to the brawling, Jeff and Sheamus brawling. Jeff laid out Sheamus on the floor. Then like Jeff climbed up on this fucking ladder. There was some ladder set up or whatever. And then he did a senton onto Sheamus, who was on the floor. Did a senton bomb to Sheamus. And that was pretty much it. Jeff, 1, 2, 3, Jeff Hardy picks up the victory, man. So I think that's the right winner here, Jeff Hardy. Hopefully, this moves on from this, because some people find it tasteful, like I said, distasteful. So Jeff Hardy is the rightful, victor. And hopefully we can move on from this alcoholic situation with Jeff Hardy. And, we'll probably be seeing Jeff Hardy in the Universal title picture up next, man, to go up against, Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, So I think that's probably where they're going to be headed, but yeah, hopefully, in the next, whatever Jeff's next program is, hopefully they move on from the alcoholism, the alcoholic storylines and shit, man. Just have them move on from that shit, man. You don't want Jeff to get if they really try to push it on him or whatever. You don't want Jeff to get upset, because in the end, like, Jeff Hardy is not going to resign. If you piss him off or whatever, Jeff Hardy is not going to resign with the WWE, and you could end up seeing Jeff Hardy. If he gets pissed off, you could end up seeing Jeff Hardy, go over to AEW to be with his brother Matt. And WWE doesn't want that, man. The Hardys, man, the legends. So I think WWE needs to be careful with Hardy and, just treat him right, give him what he wants, and give him good storylines. If you're trying to make him you want him to stay, you got to keep Jeff Hardy happy, man, But yeah, that was your SmackDown review. Let me know what you guys think. You know, leave your comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell. Hopefully this review was better than the last review. Like I said, this is only my second pro wrestling review, so hopefully things get better, you know what I'm saying? I hope the lighting is a bit better, I hope my voice is a bit better. My voice is still a bit hoarse, but hopefully this review was, better than the first one that I did, and things are only going to get better from here on, man. We're going to build up the channel, things are going to be looking different. We can get a new mic, the editing, I know the editing, we got to get that on point. Right now I'm just doing no edits, no cuts, no cut scenes and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's just raw. What you're seeing right here is just raw, man. And a lot of people don't do that on YouTube, so you got to give me credit on that at least, man. But we gonna edit in some graphics and all that stuff, the Twitter and Instagram. We gonna set all that up, man. And so y'all can follow me on Twitter and all that. So we got some awesome stuff to come, man. It's your boy Dean Love, man. Humble Dean Productions. This is where you want to be, man. We're gonna have some fun shit, other than pro wrestling reviews. We can give you health and fitness, tips and advice, relationship advice and shit. Probably, I'm into video games and shit. We probably gonna get into all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be some different aspects to the channel that we gonna dive into. That's gonna keep y'all entertained, man. So look, I want to thank y'all for joining me, man. Like the video, man. Thumbs up the video, man. So that's it, man. Hope y'all enjoyed, man. It's your boy Dean Love. I am out, man. Much love and blessings. Peace.